Welcome everyone to our channel. Today, we delve into the unnerving domain of digital dread. We're bringing to light 3 true stories that will make you rethink your sense of online security. These aren't just tales of forgotten passwords or embarrassing social media posts. No, these are stories that will send chills down your spine. Tales from the shadowy corners of the World Wide Web. We're talking about the world of hackers, a realm where the invisible become visible, where the secure become vulnerable, where the distant become dangerously close. It's a world where illusion and reality intertwine, where your most intimate details can turn into your worst nightmares. Our first story takes us to the hushed halls of a hospital, where life and death hang in a delicate balance. But what happens when that balance is disrupted, not by a natural disaster or an equipment failure, but by a faceless entity manipulating the digital threads of life? Our second tale will introduce you to a new kind of kidnapping, one where the victim is not a person, but a precious commodity in the digital age: data. Imagine your life's work, your memories, your identity, all held ransom by an invisible captor. And finally, we'll explore the eerie narrative of a ghost in the machine, a spectral presence in the circuits and codes, a haunting in the heart of the digital realm. So tighten your grip, check your connection, and make sure your firewall is up. Prepare yourself for a journey into the dark world of hacking, where nightmares come true. Remember to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Our first story takes us to a renowned hospital where a hacker turned a regular day into a horrifying experience. In the heart of the city stood a towering medical institution, a sanctuary for the ill, a beacon of hope for the desperate. But one day, this sanctuary turned into a site of unspeakable terror. This was not due to a physical threat, but rather a digital demon, a hacker who infiltrated the hospital's intricate system. The hospital, known for its cutting-edge technology, relied heavily on its complex computing systems. Electronic health records were meticulously maintained, while state-of-the-art machinery hummed away, aiding in everything from diagnosis to treatment. However, this reliance on technology became its Achilles heel when the hacker wormed his way into the system. With a few keystrokes, the hacker plunged the hospital into chaos. He manipulated medical records, altering patient histories, tampering with diagnoses, and even changing prescribed treatments. The result was pandemonium. Doctors were left bewildered, unable to trust the information on their screens. Nurses scrambled to confirm medications, and patients were thrown into a state of panic, unsure of their medical status and treatments. The hacker didn't stop there. He took control of the medical machinery, turning devices on and off at whim. Life-saving equipment malfunctioned, causing a terrifying ordeal for critical patients. The hospital, once a place of healing, became a playground for a faceless tormentor. The consequences were severe. Trust in the hospital plummeted. Patients were hesitant to seek treatment there, fearful of the potential errors in their records or the malfunction of critical equipment. Staff morale hit rock bottom, the once vibrant corridors now echoing with uncertainty and fear. The aftermath of the incident was equally devastating. The hospital had to undergo a complete system overhaul, verifying each patient record manually, a task that took months to complete. The financial impact was staggering, with the hospital losing millions due to patient mistrust and the cost of system repairs. Despite a thorough investigation, the hacker was never identified. The digital fingerprints left behind led to dead ends, and the hospital's security system had no trace of the intrusion. The hacker had vanished into the vast expanse of the internet, leaving behind a trail of chaos and fear. The hacker was never caught, leaving a chilling reminder of the horror they caused. This story serves as a stark warning of the dangers lurking in the digital world, a reminder that our reliance on technology can sometimes be our greatest vulnerability. Our next tale is about a hacker who digitally kidnapped an entire corporation. In the vast expanse of cyberspace, there are hackers who lurk in the shadows, their eyes glowing with the cold light of screens as they weave their intricate webs of deceit and control. Our story today revolves around one such hacker, a digital phantom who infiltrated a corporation, locked its employees out, and held the entire system hostage. It began on an ordinary day. Employees of the corporation logged into their systems, ready to start their workday. Little did they know the day would turn out to be anything but ordinary. A hacker had found a chink in the corporation's digital armor and had infiltrated their system. Like a virus, the hacker spread through the network, locking employees out of their accounts, taking control of their screens, and effectively paralyzing the entire corporation. As the employees watched helplessly, an ominous message appeared on their screens. The hacker demanded a ransom. A digital kidnap had taken place. The hacker threatened to erase all the corporation's data, to bring their operations to a standstill, to expose their secrets to the world unless the ransom was paid. The terror this caused cannot be overstated. The corporation stood on the brink of a digital abyss, staring into the cold, unfeeling eyes of their captor. The employees could do nothing but watch as their work, their livelihoods, hung in the balance. The corporation, faced with this digital hostage situation, had little choice. They paid the ransom, a significant sum, to the hacker. But the ordeal was far from over. The hacker, true to their word, released the corporation from their digital shackles. But the damage had been done. The corporation's reputation had taken a hit. Clients were wary, employees were terrified. The corporation had been violated, its sense of security shattered. The aftermath of this digital kidnap was long-lasting. The corporation invested heavily in cybersecurity in an attempt to prevent such an incident from happening again. But the employees lived in constant fear. Their trust in the system, in the corporation, had been broken. They knew that they were just one click away from another digital hostage situation, that another hacker could be lurking in the shadows, ready to strike. And the hacker, they vanished into the digital ether, their identity hidden behind layers of encryption, their location lost in the labyrinth of the dark web. They left behind a corporation forever scarred by their actions, a cautionary tale of the dangers lurking in the depths of the digital world. The hacker vanished into the digital ether, leaving a corporation forever scarred by this terrifying incident. Our final story is about a hacker who became a ghost in the machine. In the age of smart homes and advanced technology, we often feel safe and secure, surrounded by our automated conveniences. But imagine for a moment these very conveniences turning against you, under the command of an unseen and malicious entity. This is the story of a family who experienced this exact nightmare. Their cozy home, equipped with the latest smart devices, became the playground of an unknown hacker. This phantom infiltrator left no corner of their digital lives untouched, causing havoc by manipulating the smart system of the house. It started subtly, with lights flickering on and off. The family waved it off as a mere glitch, a small hiccup in the system, but things soon escalated. The thermostat would suddenly spike to sweltering levels, only to plunge into icy cold an hour later. It was as if the house had developed a mind of its own, a malevolent mind that seemed to take pleasure in their discomfort. At night, the smart speakers would burst into life, blasting eerie music at odd hours, shattering the silence and the family's peace of mind. The television would switch on to static, casting an unsettling glow around the living room. It was like living within the confines of a horror movie, the fear palpable and ever-present. Even the security system, installed to keep them safe, turned into a tool of terror. The alarm would go off without reason, sending waves of panic through the house. The surveillance cameras would rotate on their own, giving the chilling impression of unseen eyes watching their every move. The family lived in constant fear, their home no longer a sanctuary but a house of horrors. The psychological impact was profound. Every creak, every flicker of light, every unexpected sound was a nightmare come to life. They felt violated. their privacy invaded by an entity they couldn't see or fight against. Despite numerous attempts to identify the culprit, the hacker remained elusive. Cybersecurity experts were baffled, unable to trace the source of the intrusion. The family was left with no choice but to disconnect their smart devices, reverting to a simpler, safer lifestyle. The hacker's identity remains unknown, their ghostly presence a chilling memory. This tale serves as a chilling reminder of the potential dangers lurking within our smart homes. It's a haunting testament to the unseen threats of the digital world, the ghostly specters that could be hiding in the machine. These tales remind us of the dark side of technology, where hackers can turn our digital world into a horror story. We've ventured through the eerie corridors of the hospital horror, where lives hung in the balance of a code. We've trudged through the chilling narrative of the digital kidnap, where personal information became a weapon of fear. And we've delved into the spectral presence of the ghost in the machine, where an unseen entity held reign over an innocent individual's life. These stories aren't just tales of the macabre, they're cautionary tales that highlight the importance of cybersecurity in our digital age. They remind us to be vigilant, to protect our information, and to understand that our digital footprints can become the breadcrumbs for malevolent entities lurking in the shadows of the World Wide Web. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey. Please leave a comment below and tell us which story was the most horrifying to you. And remember, stay safe in the digital world.